which is actually what I'm gonna... yes, that is actually what I'm gonna do. I do this for reasons, but most of all, it's primarily because it's unnecessary now to see certain aspects. Because this is just power and it's all temporary, and eventually it actually is going to go away because the gens are going to become useless, quite literally at one point. So this whole area can be, and I mean 100% repurposed by concrete production and storage and dealing with it. And hell, I could even have it just shift over here now and just take up the excess space. But that's not what I'm going to do now, is it? No, good sir. That bothers me. I feel like personally, you should be able to have like the walls on two separate like spaces, but that's just me. We're gonna take these out, put these down for the sake of walking, and we can't even put those down for the sake of can't afford it. Okay, please tell me you're not just it's not a clipping issue. Good, it's not a clipping issue. There we go. A small little room devoted entirely to power. I have to deal with that. I need to get concrete. I've kind of just shot myself in the foot because I'm not taking that down. And as soon as I pick up this, I'm going to go check on that. This thing's just so cool. Exactly 0. Funny. Shit. Okay, cool. I'm... wonder how much plates will go for. Wonder how much the plates will tick up faster. So while that goes back to work, doing its job, I'm gonna come over here and question if I don't want to just put copper production up on the next level, like up a level. Okay, we're gonna produce a ton of wire. Actually, while this is happening, I'm gonna go take care of my dishes. I will be back shortly. Well, I'm back. In time to see my copper wire nearly finished producing. Man, this little cheat, I just drag my mouse off screen after holding the enter button to make it craft. And whoo, it goes. Does its job for me, which is super nice. Though I will say, if you hear any crinkling of wrappers, I managed to go and get myself some saltines. I have a problem. Saltines are my favorite snack of all time, and I already have a dry throat. This is gonna suck. A lot. So, I mean, I'm only gonna be streaming for like another hour. I'm gonna try to do just 4-hour streams, just in general. Just kind of like set that limit for myself so I can go talk with friends, hang out, play other games in the evenings, because that's when most people are up and available, which is, you know, how it goes. Okay, we're gonna do the thing. We're gonna do the thing that I absolutely hate. That's okay. Cut this down, cause it is in the way. Get it out of the way. We're going to put down an awesome sink. We're going to flip her around and realize I fucked up again. We're going to get a little sad. And we're going to realize I can fix it. Because I have shit over here for that. I have a craft bench. So we're going to have you make ingots. And you're going to make plates. And you're going to make me 2 reinforced iron plates. Muchas gracias. Now this go here. What the fuck do you mean I can't afford it? Oh, concrete. I can make that by hand. Suck it. Okay. So that. Gonna snap to that. Gonna snap together. Gonna leap on down there, and you're gonna power up. And hopefully, this is a complicated thing. It should produce more points than just copper or iron ingots, I mean, which is my hope. To be perfectly honest, I'm a little concerned about that, but we'll see. Cause so they go the plates. They're taking 6 at a time. Yeah, they're taking 6 at a time, which just inherently, instead of 59 parts a minute, how many parts per minute is it going to stabilize at? This is just going to do its job ever so slowly, which just generally sucks. Oh, shit. 150 parts a minute. Alright, that's actually a lot better. They're points per minute. I keep seeing parts. Points per minute. If I could find something actually more viable within reasonable distance, I'd go do it, but this is just the simplest thing I can think of. Technically, cable would be more expensive from the copper, but I have something going, which is all I need right now. Is it unprofessional to eat on stream? I don't know. I don't care. I'm hungry. I have saltines. They're my favorite snack. I'm eating them. This is when I wish I had friends to talk with, talk about just anything and anything, hang out. Which is kind of what I want Mondays to be, just to hang out, just play this game, chillax, and carry on with life. Excuse me. I have Walter. Because next I really have to focus on getting, copper production set up. That is the single biggest thing I can do right now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it in concrete and raise it up a level, because the way it's sitting currently, that's the most optimal use of space that I can think of, because it gives me more ground floor, and it begins to just elevate my factory in period, which is kind of what we need, or what I need to have happen anyway. The biggest issue is that I haven't gotten to the iron at all. The iron really dictates a lot of what happens. And I'm kind of glad I've taken such a break from building over here, because now I don't know how I used to do it, because I've deleted most of the old builds out here. So. Oh. Damn it. Yeah, I don't have any of the fucking points I need. Grr. Stop swearing! I need like a swear counter. Okay. Yeah, everything just ground to a halt because I severed the power. That was funny to hear, actually, just everything shutting down. Okay, I'll deal with the consequences of my actions here in a second. All the clipping I know I just created. Do I have... I do. This little personal box. This personal box... I actually have to go do the thing that I was trying to stall doing. I have to actually put the hub somewhere. Out of the way. Like back there. Kind of centered in the factory somewhat. Give me that, that, that. Special Le hub is gonna go here. I'm gonna have the awesome. Did I not pick up the awesome shot? I'm beginning to need my blade, or need the blade runners, because I can already feel the I'm slower, not liking it as much, that I can't move as quickly. It's making me sad. So there's that all set back up. And these stupid exclamation points demanding that I come investigate everything. Again. Okay. I'll leave that space back there. It's fine. As I deal with this shit. Okay. Grab all. Alright. We're gonna start messing with this now. Alright, cool. Walls. You're just gonna do... We're gonna start doing that. Organizations. Or foundations, I mean. Two thick ones. Because you clip with the power poles. Nice. Does this clip? No. Okay, cool. Good. See the black line where the walls are. Okay, so now I actually need to ramp up, I think. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna indicate that this has become like a new area by this. With the walls, we will indicate that this has become a new area. And there's the awful clipping I was expecting, or the lack of fit I was expecting to happen long ago, actually. Now I need a way up there that is a lot easier to get to, besides over here, because I'm gonna cry if I have to keep doing it this way. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna stack these like this. At the edges. We're gonna delete this pole, as much as I know this is gonna cause problems. It's not going to clip, which is the nicest thing with that. It's going to connect there. This is going to reach out and connect to that. And this is going to be disid. Because it's going through the walls and it's annoying. And now everything stays connected, everything is all good. And our life carries on. Okay. Because actually, the more I think about it, production is actually going to be saddled up here, like on the second floor, basically. That is now a useless thing, which is a-okay. Which that gonna go, baby, as well. This is gonna go here. That's gonna snap down there to the current junction. And I'm fine with the fact that this is just stalled. We're gonna actually get to do this now. So, this produces 30 times 8. 3 times 8. It's 24, so 240 parts per minute, which is a tier 3 conveyor belt, which is fine. So 240 parts per minute. So 240 parts per minute. I think it's divided by 15? Yeah, it should be 15. There we go. So I think what I can get away with is constructor. Just make the constructor. The cable, yeah, it eats 15. So I can have 4 of these running out of 16. Okay. Now we discover how much of a madman I am. So now, if I want to upgrade the belts, I have to come down here to do it, which is fine by me. But now I also just need like the walls here and all that good jazz. This actually looks kinda sick, not gonna lie. Just like putting this like this, giving me optimal construction space as well. And meaning I can compress the platforms back a little bit. But what we're gonna do is we're going to take this, we're gonna take organization, going to count for the fact that I'm going to put guide rails down. We're going to just do that. So now all of that should get shifted up. Good. If I'm not correct, this is just gonna... the railing should just go through that, no problem. So then what I can do is I can start that like that. Production, so I can have literally double the number of constructors I do have smelters, so I can have 16 of these bad boys. Okay, so now that I've got that figured out, this is going to move. Because it is in the way. Constructor, so 2, that's exactly 2, which is fine. Where did my crafting bench go? Down in here, which is fine. I just need to make... Now I just need to make... I need more plates, wait! For the first time ever, I've actually run low on iron plates. Well, actually, I've run low on iron plates before. I need iron plates now. If I want to make enough... reinforce for this. I need... yeah. This is just kind of how I play this game, too. I just kind of like sit here and I just... I take care of things like en masse. So, you know, that's not clipping, that is good. This is going to devour that. Foundation, go here. I'll leave that foundation there. That. We're gonna stick walls down here. Eating up more of my precious little plates, but it is... I'm gonna say it's a necessary evil. I'm gonna go grab more plates, because I actually need more plates. And technically I need more rods, so I can make sure I have enough screws for this. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're going to do this. So that I can get back up there easier for this projecto. Take a bunch of those. A bunch of these, which are much further along, actually. We're gonna admire my little bit of construction work back there and ignore it for now. So I can make 8. I'm gonna craft down the last of this stack that you can of rods ticking down. Turn them into screws, and then I'm gonna just make all the reinforced plates I can. Because 23. Oh. Okay, there we go. So this is 12. So 14. I'll have. By this point, I'll be able to get 14 constructors down. Total, not with the belts that I'm currently making. I will have total have gathered 14. Okay. Right. Up here. Okay. Production constructor. So one of the things that's kind of interesting is that the hitboxes. The constructors have a slightly wider hitbox than the smelters do. So you have, if you want to be able to walk between them, you actually have to stack them further apart, or set them down further apart, so that they will not have super bad clipping, or not clipping, so you can run through them without having to jump over them, because those arms will get in the way. The hitboxes are massive. It's not uber problematic. It's just one of those things where it's like, but why? So that's 1. This is 60%, or that is 60 belts, or 60, whatever. There's that. There's that. There's the final one. That goes like this. As now it becomes incredibly desperately clear to me how badly I needed to do this. As I don't know if you guys saw it, but my cat wants into my room. Give me a moment to let her in. I have to go back and count all the refiners, or crafting things I have, because... Hi, cat. You do the sniff. You want up? Where'd you go? Come here. Come here. There you go. I have a cat visitor. You can't see her. No, those are my saltines. But she pretty. My cat's a tortoiseshell. God, there's the problem I was expecting to have. No cable. Oh, she's like really pushing into my arm. She really wants attention, and she's not gonna get it at this moment. Hey! Stop! Hey, knock it off. Rat. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm down 6. Which is actually probably a good thing, because, yeah, I'll explain why in a second. What was it doing? It's making cable. So I have plenty of wire for now. It's the cable I don't have enough of. And it's funny, I need cable to make cable. these are gonna stack up. Like link up, those are gonna get turned on. These are also gonna receive the same order to make wire. Anyway, I don't have it currently, but there's copper sheeting that I need to make through these eventually. That copper sheeting is useful in, or is necessary for coal power. What do you mean no power? Oh, because you're not connected, that's why. Snap. And of course for now, the even more temporary this is going to be entertaining to do. Or cable production. So this is going to go like right on top of that. It's just going to gather perfection in all things. It's going to gather. That's going to gather that. This is going to go this way. Do the same thing. It's whatever. Because what you're gonna do is you're gonna snap, crackle, and pop. Road to victory. I did not leave enough space, which is unfortunate, but it's also fine. My cat is purring really hard in my lap, and I love her so much. Cool, now I have cable and wire being, at least according to what I have going. Because I still need tier 3 conveyor belts. So everything, of course, gets adjusted for that. So that's, how many am I short? 6, so that's, count the lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My cat's nervous now because I'm making weird sounds, deep sounds. So if I lead it back this way, I should be able to fit more cable and wire production, more of them down. The issue that I'm running into is I also have to anticipate needing copper sheeting to make piping for generators. The issue is I don't know when that stuff gets unlocked. That's part of the issue that I'm having at the very moment. So I'm gonna go figure it out. Good, you're not sinking through this floor, which was my concern. Let's see. What is so part assembly itself is what gives me what it is that I'm trying to get a hold of. Good to know. So, I'm just gonna stuff that in there real quick. Pop goes the weasel. That. Okay, that is where the clipping continues, so that's gonna get raised up a little bit. Cat, chill the fuck out. Every time I talk, she freaks out now. And she used to not. Oh well. It is how it is. Unfortunately, the clipping is insane here. Can guarantee I'm not going to be able to get the foundations to clip over this. Yep, and it's going to clip with all that shit too. Damn it. Okay. I really need those to go in bye-bye. That's probably why I said that this is just temporary. Iron at this point. So that's that. Yoink. Five coupons. Nice. 240 points globally. Points per minute globally. That's actually huge. Because I need exactly 6 coupons to get the foundation corners I need. Or want, rather. See. Yeah, see? Already doing its work. Or carrying its weight to do its job. Super good, super good. Super hot. Okay, let's do this. Where are you going, cat? You want it in my lap, you're gonna stay there. Distracting me. Okay. So eat your fill of these. Have those, and now I gotta make 500 screws. This is an exasperating process, trying to get my hands on part assembly, but I also need to see what the consumption rate is for sheeting, copper sheeting. How many parts a minute it takes to consume or make. Okay, yeah, how many ingots will they consume to make how much? Because I'm not gonna need them for a long time, but they're gonna be necessary sooner than later. Where are you going? Oh yeah, I need to check that. Let's see here. I don't like the wording of that, and it bothers me. So I'm gonna investigate that on my own time later. Eat those. Go, go, go. Thank you. Also, next step is logistics marks too, because that gives me the tier 2. I need to automate reinforced plates now, because I now have assemblers. I'm gonna leave that space so I can walk behind it. Because clearly that's already an issue that I'm having. Put that there just to make it easier to walk. And then stop panicking. 20 parts per minute. So if I do 4 for cable and 6 for, sorry, 8, hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for cable, 4 for wire, or sorry, 4 for cable, 6 for wire. I have to do math, okay. There goes my cat. She's running away because I'm talking. She hates it when I talk, apparently. So 30 times 10. So 30. Okay, so 30 times 8 is 240. I have divided by 15 collectively, or sorry. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times 15 is 150, so minus 150. I have 90 ingots left, basically. So divide that by the 20, so I can have 4.5 making the copper sheeting, and that actually works out really well. What that means is I'm going to put a splitter here. Break that. Thank you. No. Wait, well, can this just bypass this? Yes, it can. Sweet. So then I need 2.5 more. Strange as that sounds. Time to make plates. So I need what? 6? Something like that? I'll make 10. I'll make 10 just in case. Then I'm gonna go fuck around with the iron, hoping I have enough concrete to build that. Oh, this is the one part that I hate, is setting up. Getting back to where all my other builds are. I mean, I would do the other builds, but I figure setting up from scratch, doing it is a little bit more interesting to watch than picking up in the middle of a, you know, more developed factory. That, and it helps me to remember where stuff is and what's happening. That is false. Oh, shite. It's okay, apparently. Constructor. Doop. 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 Okay, you're gonna literally produce it half of the cost, or 50%. So you're literally gonna be 50%, and then Stoop-a-doop-a-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. And then this, while useful platforming, is actually concrete that I can reclaim. Because technically at this very point in time, it is useless by sitting there doing that. But all this is gonna just, while it's not actually on, nor will it be on for quite some time, it would be nice to have little zones indicated by having the machine already laid out. God damn it. Okay. Organization. There we go. So then I'm just going to indicate that this is all meant for copper sheeting by filling it for copper sheeting. No, 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 no. Cease and desist. I do not have the ingots for this. No, no, no ingotry. You are unworthy of the ingot. Okay. What was I gonna do? Nah. Technically, I just realized what I should actually do is I already have these 4 here. Well, I'll just run down here and do this. So I'll set him 5 forward. Because that actually should be more than enough space, finally, to put a damn power pole down. And I actually need to come back through here and actually just do this anyway. Just like sit down the power poles and this stuff. I have infrastructure to continue building. Darn it. Why did I not do this earlier? Probably because I didn't have the materials. I keep forgetting that I'm like having a material crisis as I play this. I really hope I get a good bit of concrete out of this. I actually need something. Concrete. I should really go set up the other... Can I climb that? No. Jump it is what I wanted to say, but I guess I can't speak either. That's gonna go there. I can definitely jump these gaps though, that is for sure. I just realized I'm also breaking what the rules, or not the rules, the symmetry by doing what I'm doing because I have it set like here for distancing reasons. Okay. Okay. And then if I do it this way, do I still have the ability to put down a power pole? I do. Heck, yes. Okay. Granted, that power pole has to. These power poles have to get upgraded if I want this to work. No, 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 no. Actually, no, because this is an end. It can just straight up insert. One, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Because those 2 down there are already pre-indicated. I have a lot. It's just it's kind of like nice to have all this stuff squished up. You all should be on standby. Okay, I did put you. I'm gonna put you all on standby. Actually, you know what? I'll just power it on when I get the chance. That's what we'll do. We'll just connect the power. Okay. So now that is set up. Now to hijack as much of this stuff as possible, because now I have to go do that. After, of course, I platform my way over there. With all the concrete. All of it. I made a bunch. Cool. Clipping that you're not gonna see later, and neither am I. I am really, really, really hoping that this can, like, die soon. How far back can I go with you before you start clipping the ground like a mother trucker? Apparently, far enough to get this job done, that's for sure. Cool. Sweet. Epic. Rockstar levels. Cool. I don't have to stress about this. Got it. Hallelujah, sweet baby Jesus. Because what I'm realizing, so the thing that I'm realizing that I'm not actually saying is this is going to go that way in there, underneath where all the power is, once I get coal power. Part of the reason I haven't, you know, started taking a little bit of a more active check on that is because that requires the space elevator. And the space elevator, to get coal power, here, let me actually build the space elevator. What am I short? I'm short materials that I can go gather, and I have to wait for some. This should do it there. And take all that. That fills me up, which is unfortunate. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go deal with the biomass. Make sure I have enough fuel for the gens that I intend to replace and fix and not have this problem in general. Well, copper and the hub just straight up reside and preside over it. This goes there, so I can go to the craft. I'll build a crafting thing down there is what I'll do, so I can just craft in there manually. Just so copper, just so I can get concrete to just be out of the damn way finally. Because currently the issue that I'm having is that this comes up too high for that, or that doesn't go up high enough. And the roof being low like that bothers me. Because it could be higher. And a lot more out of the way accordingly. The issue is the wire. Wire is the current problem child. Got it. Just stuff that in there. Ay ay ay. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Between the same things. At least I finally have copper set up, because it's gonna have to happen at one point. So it's just the matter. That's the one thing that I appreciate about this game is it gives me end goals, but I can take care of them as at my leisure and how I want to. So, you know, I can focus down on concrete, automate that, get as much concrete made as possible. Then I go set up the generators, or set up the gens first. Then, you know, I was like, I'm gonna do copper first, because it really kind of just sits in that little corner over there, and it's not bothering or bothered by anything else or any of its other reaches, which is kind of the point. Because now I know how much space I have, especially if I set that as the production level floor, how much space I have to really mess around with to put down more advanced production and just straight up the iron. However, I also do have a dictated ground floor. So what I'm thinking I do in that case particularly is I think I'm going to drop I'm going to lessen how high the floor is in some areas, or like drop it down a small bit, for the simple sake of the fuck? For the simple sake that this is in the way, and I can kind of drop the production of it. I could actually just straight up set concrete down and have it still be here. And I could do this thin flooring. I'll come back to it. Because now what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to... Because it's not here. And nothing is going to be here besides ramps, I think. Anyway. So we're going to put that there. We're going to put that there just so it helps to level all this stuff out and gives me ramps and access, and I'll deal with some of the problems I'm creating later. Let's just lay out platforms, which are the next... I need to stop spending concrete, damn it. I completely forgot what I was gonna go build. The space elevator's actually kind of important, man. Okay, that gives me all of that. Damn it. I was all... I had nearly enough. Shit. Sadness. Sadness overcomes me as I realize my stupidity. Alright, I gotta go grab that. Where am I gonna put the space elevator? It's actually a really good question. I'm only just not realizing my plate because now I'm super close to out of things to do with the hub, because I'm not gonna get. I mean, we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going to put this thing, because I can try to just stick it around in the ground somewhere randomly, and it just be like a massive spire that I have to tear down and move later, but I don't know that that's the most optimal use of my time, or this. Which genuinely concerns me to an extent. I hate the thin floors, especially now that I've had like a bunch of the big ones down. I suppose I could kill time, wait for this to fill up by going and grabbing tickets, because I should have the 6 tickets I need. To spend more concrete. Seven, cool. Exactly 1 extra. Cool, 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 cool. Go grab those. Those are not full. Are they full? Nearly full? What are they looking like? Nearly full, but not quite enough. Full enough. I'm actually kind of upset with myself at the moment. Let's see. No, I want the awesome shop, which is over here. Okay, awesome shop. Cool, okay. Foundations. Corner ramp pack. Buy. So, this is neat, because if I go to foundations, I now have a bunch of corners. Like, so all those, like, corner spaces that I've been mumbling about and, like, how I'm gonna fill them, I literally can now. And they won't look stupid or weird or awkward, and it won't be, like, a pure 90-degree angle build anymore, which, not that that's a problem, but, like, that there, like, I'll show you why I've been wanting this so badly. Because then I do that, and then that, and it creeps in, yes, but it helps with that, like, terraforming process of dictating, like, you know, this is the limits. And it helps, like, encage that a little bit better. But, like, going up there to deal with, the copper and how I need to put another ramp down somewhere and, like, optimize my time up here, trying to get up here, stuff like that, it just makes the corners just... It's so much easier to get up because you have more angles from which you can approach. And finally, I actually managed to get my hands on the space elevator. So I'm going to be expanding this way long before I'm expanding this way. So I'm going to put this guy over here. If I can find somewhere where he will just connect to the ground reasonably. Oh, he's huge. Let's just do that. Because I can still reach it. 50 smart plating, which is I have to use the assemblers to make. And Now he's down and on the ground. And actually not in the way. He's actually in a really good spot. Not quite a 4-hour stream, but it's damn close enough. I've been streaming for just shy of just 6 minutes shy of 2 hours, or 4 hours. I'll keep. I'm gonna keep streaming until 4, but or until 4 hours total. But yeah, this it's a long time. I managed to get actually a fair bit done. I got the power. I got the copper set up. Power temporarily secured. I just don't know what I want to do do next, because no, I have to deal with the iron next. Iron has to get set up as that thing touches down. Yeah, the other thing that I'm gonna have to deal with is figuring out the platforming issues with this. That's something I'll do. I might take care of this without putting it on camera. The platforming with this. I'll start it here and now, just so people can watch me do this, but I'm gonna sink this down. Oh, that's what I'll do. I'll just fix this up, and then I'll end the stream. Give myself a little bit of a goal, set myself a little bit of a time limit, but also be a little bit flexible with my time and schedule. Let's see, where's all the clipping going to occur, as my inventory is now getting stuffed full of limestone. And I will take this row out as well for potential construction purposes as I lay down these foundations here. So now I have to gobble these up, things I could ignore before. Clipping, clipping, clipping. That is some mad clipping. It's not condoned. Okay. So this is where I will have this ramp. I'm just going to do this here. Okay. This whole thing were just a half bit higher, this would be a lot better. Okay, put that down. Let's do this, which I'm not sure what effect this is going to have on the miner, my ability to sink it up, or these down. So it gives me a little bit more territory straight out to work with, but I still have that issue there of the clipping with that. Because it's going to clip there as well, so there's nothing I can do about that. Wonder what happens if I prepare by doing this. We shall see. Because technically what this does is it enables this. But we shall see if that interferes with the miners themselves, because reasons. Actually, it shouldn't. Or the constructors. But it shouldn't. But that is, in fact, in the way. Well, we shall see. We shall see, we shall see, we shall see, because this is dictating a lot. Pre-advanced. Organization, go this way. It's too steep an angle. So now I can turn it around kind of easily. Got it, okay. Because I still can only have a few constructors down, really. I'm really talking to myself at this point, trying to figure out what is the most optimal thing I can do with my time here. Yeah, that looks pretty good, okay. Because I think I can get like 3 or 4 out of this in the future. If I'm willing to take the time, I can get even more now real quick. Alright. This down. If I do this, it makes it a lot easier, actually. To get up, anyway. I have to make so many of these reinforced iron plates by hand, and it's not funny. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Don't get me wrong. It is just like having to do it so much. Because the tier 2 belts move at 120, they consume 45. 45 plus 45 is 90. So I can have like 3.5 still going by the time I get there. Foundational things. Do. Cool, and so now that doesn't clip. Okay. So then I can drag this way. I'm still in the damn way. I think you're like 33% or something like that. Yep, there's the 4-hour mark. And the 4-hour mark on the stream. I'm gonna have you be concrete, but standing by. You're making concrete, which you should be, yeah. You're making concrete. Fix this stuff up. Key, and then I should be able to put foundations over the top of you. Help just to conceal the fact that you exist here. Doody, I can. And then there's my limits. I don't know how often I'm gonna come. I mean, I'm gonna come down here often enough to get concrete. But I don't know how often I'm actually gonna come down here for reasons other than that. So I'm gonna sync up a storage bin for these things. I can have the organization bin, the collecting bin. Go there. So they're all up on legs and stilts and whatnot, but hey, I got it down, I got it below the level, I got it to finally line up and fit down here. I'm gonna have to expand this later, and it's gonna creep into here. I will just straight up shove it down in there. At one point, that is just straight up gonna be what happens to compensate for the just distance in the spatial like matters that have occurred. Did I ever pick up? I never had to pick you up, so I never had to steal your things, your power shards. Cool. So that's where I'm gonna end the stream, having basically corrected my issues with the concrete, so now I could basically just bury it. So it's out of the way, and that's like the one issue that I really have with this spawn, and it's my biggest gripe with it, is just the amount of terraforming down low that just makes these awkward hills where the dunes doesn't have that issue. They're large and sprawling, or you could just build straight up high enough to avoid that problem like completely altogether. So maybe I could have gone there, but it's been so long since I've done this spawn here, and I wanted to, you know, challenge myself, kinda. So I'm gonna run with my choices and my decision, and I'm going to end this there. I'm going to save it off with stream 1 ending. Save it, and I shall see you guys hopefully Wednesday. I don't know when. I might be streaming in the evenings, it seems. For me, like 5 to 9, 5:30 to 9:30 Pacific Standard Time. I'll find out really what kind of ends up happening with my time. I might stream earlier in the day, though I really do doubt it. So really count on again 5:30 to 9:30 Pacific Standard Time. Thank you for coming, and I look forward to Wednesday, where I will probably be playing either Dead by Daylight or Slay the Spire. I'll figure it out when I get there.